Hello, guys. How are you doing today? I am TJ. I'm your host for Seyo'sTable, powered by RCN and sponsored by Seyo's Sports and Grill, located at 9804 Liberty Road in Randallstown, Maryland. So while we're here today, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be talking about trending topics, family matters, business ideas, and career options. So our topic for today falls under trending topic. So why do celebrities, international celebrities to be precise, why is it that they embrace the style and fashion that are ready-made, e.g. Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, etc., versus embracing and encouraging the fashion of their own local places? So we're going to be talking about this today. We have two guests that are going to be talking about this dialogue. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. And this is going to be a big topic. Hello, guys, and welcome back. I am TJ, and this is RCN's Seyo'sTable, sponsored by Seyo Sports and Grill. So why are we here today? We are going to be talking about the issue with fashion and style. Why is it that our artists, international artists, to be precise, why is it that they embrace, they endorse, they love to rock fashions that are already up there, that are ready-made, like Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, etc.? So we are going to be breaking it down today, and I have with me two guests that are going to go at it. One guest is in support of the fact that, yes, our artists indeed support and embrace ready-made fashion. And my other guest is going to be like, even though they do embrace it, but they shouldn't. Or they should at least embrace a little bit of it and then embrace the fashion of our up-and-coming stylists. I'm going to open the table now to my guests today. Yes, sir. How is it going?
I'm fine.
All right. Welcome to Seyo'sTable. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thanks. And you?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. So I hope you guys are ready.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Because this is going to be I think eventually I'm going to have to excuse myself from the middle so that, yeah, you guys can go at it. So I'm going to start with you, sir. Before we go into the main topic, the main dialogue for today, which has to do with fashion. Can you give me a little bit of detail about your background, your family background, where you're from, things like that?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, my name is Temitope Oshinusi. I'm from Nigeria, definitely. I'm from Ogun State, and my local government is Ijebu-Ode, so I'm proud to be an Ijebu man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a pharmacist by profession, and I've been practicing for over 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm so glad and happy to be here.
Yeah,
today.
thank you. We are so happy to have you on our platform.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, sir. Can you give me a little bit of information, background-wise?
Yeah, I thank you very much for inviting me to the show today.
Yes, you're welcome.
My name is Mahmoud Elias, and I'm a software engineer. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria, born and bred in Surulere, and I studied in London. I have my undergraduate University of London.
Yes.
Information systems and management, and also have a master's in networks and information security
Wow.
from Kingston University in London. So, talking about background, I grew up in Surulere, Ujuelegba. I believe you know that. So, it's pretty much like the center of Lagos.
Lagos, that's
So
right.
From Ujuelegba, you can actually move to Victoria Island, Ikeja easily, with ease. So I'm like this, open-minded person, and I've been exposed to different kind of things throughout growing
So you're
up.
willing to
as well.
adapt.
Exactly.
and evolve.
And I lived in the UK for a while too, before I moved here.
How's life in the UK?
Well, there's a little bit of difference because I think the UK is much more like a physical lifestyle, which is better because here we tend to drive to everywhere we go.
Right.
It makes us, gain excess weight.
Yeah, everything is
you
kind of
can't
convenient.
compare it to the UK. You
Right.
got to run, sometimes catch the bus, catch the train. climb like 8 stairs of 8 floors of escalator. You know what I mean? In a rush hour. So I mean, here in America, it's much more fun in the sense that it's bigger.
It's too laid back.
It's bigger. You know, you have different people from different backgrounds as well.
Right.
So that's what makes it, you know, a little bit different. But UK too. I mean, in London, you have a lot of different ethnicities coming together. You know, which is good. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me two professionals, two knowledgeable, well-knowledgeable professionals. I have pharmacist on my right, and I have a software engineer on my left. So be prepared to learn and be prepared to be entertained. So first, before we go into our segment for today, the main dialogue, I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, fashion-oriented questions. So first, let me ask you, have you always been stylish? Like, have you always have the taste for fashion? And if so, or if not, and when did it start? When did you get that desire to always look well present? Because, you know, it's not everybody that, even some celebrities, they don't really care how they look. They just put it on because they know they got the money, so why show it? But when did you start to feel like, I need to be aware of my dressing, my style, you know, my fashion life? When did that start for you?
Basically, where I come from, we've been stylish. Like my father, he always tell me that the way you are dressed, you'll be addressed.
The way you are dressed will be addressed.
So I've been stylish since when I was young because even in our neighborhood, we like fashion, you know, and even till I get to secondary school, back then I was, you know, dressed cool, dressed nice. When I was in the university for almost 5 years, I was the best dressed pharmacy student, you know, male, yeah. So I've been stylish, I like fashion. You know, because it's always good to look good. It's not, looking good is not about how much you have in your pocket.
That's right.
It's not about money. You know, it's about self-esteem. It's about you. You know, how you want to present yourself to people.
Right.
You know, because if you don't dress good, you know, you won't gain people's audience. You know, when you are talking, people will be like, really? You know, but when you look good, when you smell good, you know, people want to listen to you. Even if you don't really have anything that makes sense to say, people will still be, okay, let's listen to him because the way you appear to them.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
so
okay.
That's it, basically.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, your style, your fashion.
Right.
Like, when did you get that urge, or that has it been something that you've been with for a really long time, or is it something you just picked up maybe over 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Well, to answer that question, I believe, to answer that question, the best way to put it is like I come from a family of about 10. I've got like 6 brothers. I'm the youngest.
Wow.
And most of my brothers, they kind of like dress well, you know. So
it's something you grew up with.
So I grew up with it. You know, I remember back in the days when I was in junior high school, I used to wear my brother's lumberjacks and Chelsea boots to school when we have a party. So since then, I've had this kind of sense of, you know, you always try to look good.
You have to look good.
And, you know, smell nice to get a nice perfume and stuff.
Right.
Then later on, after high school, then some of my friends used to call me Chukudi because I dressed well. I mean, they don't want to call me to an occasion because I'll dress most of them.
Right.
So since then, I've just figured out, like, I mean, this is something I really like personally, to dress well. I mean, I don't care how much I buy the stuff as long as it fits.
And it looks good.
As a matter of fact, I mean, my sense of style actually, induces me to, work out, be on a diet. I don't want to lose shape because I want to, I want to
You want
dress
a
to
good
fit
body,
well.
good body to carry
Exactly,
it.
because
Right.
sometimes you want to go into a store, you want to buy a blazer,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't find your size. Maybe you got a pot belly, you know what I mean? So that motivates me to work out, be on a
Right.
diet, try to be in shape, which is good for the health wise too.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good.
for
That's
me,
good.
I think I've been stylish since when I was younger, and I really much believe in it as well. Some people said to me when I was writing my final exams in school, like, "Are you sure you're going for an exam today?" Because I was
The
well
way you
dressed.
dressed.
Yeah, so I asked him like, "I've been writing my exams every year. I mean, you didn't help me to write it. So
Right.
don't question my judgment."
Wow.
So
That's good.
that's a nutshell of how long ago I've been interested in fashion.
Fashion. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. So that gives me an idea that both of you gentlemen have had something for fashion from way back. It's not something you picked up just maybe a couple of years back. So that's very good. Thank you very much for sharing that. So next up, I'm gonna ask you, is there like an artist, a particular artist, or a set of artists that influenced your fashion in a way? Maybe you used to dress a certain way, and now you see, for instance, Whiskey or King Sonny out there. Maybe like a concert, and you say, "Well, I like that. I like that dress. I like that dressing. I like that style. You know what? I'm gonna change my wardrobe just a little bit." So, is there like a set of artists or celebrities out there that kind of influenced your fashion, like on in terms of evolution?
Um, to be sincere, I really do not have any artist that actually influenced me, but I still have some artists, both the local artists and the foreign artists that I still, I like the way they dress. So sometimes they influence my dressing
dressing.
because they always come out good and
Right.
they represent very well. Like in the older artists in Nigeria,
Right.
like I'm a fan of Sonny Ade.
King Sonny out there,
Yes,
I am too.
because maybe because I'm a Yoruba man, and mostly he dresses African. You never see him putting on a T-shirt or a shirt. Maybe because of the style of music.
Right.
Because he's into juju music.
Tradition,
Yes. So, but if you want to talk about the newer artists or the young artists of today, I have two in mind. I'll go for Two-Face Idibia.
Yes.
And
Baba.
Two-Face and Olamide. There are two different kind of artists that always look like, oh, really? These guys are celebrity. And they still dress very simple and well presented anywhere they still go to.
Right.
Let me go to Olamide. I've
Be
seen
ready.
Olamide. I've seen
ready.
Olamide in so many concerts, in so many shows. He dressed like a typical African man, to be precise, a Yoruba man. He has been in so many awards, and when other people are like dressing foreign, he dresses like a real Nigerian man, real African man. You
Right.
see him wearing native all the time. In fact, the way he dresses sometimes, like there are some shows I saw him, putting on in Yoruba we call it buba, wearing buba on jean. We're like,
Yes.
really? This is not bad, every time, I'm like, oh, this guy, it's someone that
Mix it up a little bit.
yeah. And, I talk about Two-Face. The reason why I like Two-Face is sometimes when he dresses, you'll be like, this guy is so simple. And still his dressing still make a lot of sense. Like his dress is good and he looks more African in his dressing.
dressing, right.
So
So he portrays.
yeah, and
his background.
people look at them the younger ones look at them, you know, and if Olamide can do that, that means he will be promoting a lot of African or Nigerian tailors or Nigerian designers. So, because a lot of people, I can remember one of these artists then, Nice. You know, when Nice came out, there is a particular native he wears, you know, there is a kind of, there are trends during his, during his time, everybody, so during that, I'm very sure most designers in Nigeria will sell. Because so many people want to dress like that. They like that design, you know. Like also, if we want to go outside artists, you know, somebody like our president, you know, maybe because he's a northerner, you understand? You can see the hats right now. People are wearing northern hats. You understand? So it's now to the world. People that do not know much about the northern arts now, oh, really? This is so nice. You understand? And seriously, it's not that cheap, too. You understand? And I believe these artists, you know, the way they dress really matters because they pass strong message to their fans.
The community.
So whatever they do will say we affect the environment and we affect the fan too, and the society,
the way they want
the
to
way
appear
people
to
want to
emulate.
appear too. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Are you ready?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, based on what you just said, I believe you really stand for artists and celebrities and people of power embracing their culture in the way that they dress versus artists and celebrities, you know, continuing to endorse and rock their Gucci, their Prada, you know, their Louis, things of that nature. So can you, before you know, go back at it into the dialogue, can you give me like a brief information about artists or celebs that influenced your style?
Basically, I don't really have one, but you know, the way I get influenced about fashion basically is if I watch some maybe a show or a movie, or maybe for instance, if you talk about the Grammy Awards, you know, sometimes I look at the celebrities, I see how they dress, then I get kind of like a sense of style from there as well.
What they wear.
So I mean, for somebody like he's not a musical artist or a singer, David Beckham. I like the way he dresses. He's pretty simple, but you know, very compelling. Like there was a velvet jacket that I bought from Moss back in London. That was what I wore from my graduation. I still have it up till now. So I saw this jacket, the velvet jacket, on David Beckham first, and I fell in love with it.
To buy it.
And I saved up. I mean, I was a student, I couldn't afford it, but I saved up and I bought it because it kind of like gives me satisfaction, you know, makes me happy. When I dress well.
You dress good, and you know that people are looking at you.
Yeah, apart from looking at you, I mean, it makes you feel good about yourself. So I mean, when you're good about yourself, it can actually boost your morale, your confidence. You can achieve anything if you have a high standard of moral. You know what I mean? So technically, the way I get influenced is pretty much, you know, maybe I watch a show or maybe random pictures in a magazine, and I see you know, somebody wearing something nice. I pretty much like the design style in the UK. Basically, it's more simple and kind of like fitting as compared to back in America. But I think, you know, basically the world is a global village. Everything is shrinking between time and space now. So back here now, people are kind of like wearing things that is trending in the UK. So for instance, if you look at the past, I mean, Americans wear baggages, like big sacks.
Big suits and stuff like that.
Everything big. So now, everybody's kind of like going back into the trend of being fitted, you know, well cut, you know what I mean, tailored dressing. And that was originally started in the UK. So basically, what I'm trying to say in essence is, fashion evolves.
Right. And you
But
go with the
exactly,
you go with
it
the
evolves,
flow
yeah.
of the
And
evolution.
there's some certain things that do not go out of fashion, like your jeans.
Right.
It's always there.
So it's gonna be there. That's
So
right.
I mean, talking about artists, local artists in Nigeria, rocking the well-established brands.
Right.
I look at it from this angle, like this is Davido, this is Whiskey, this is who again? Let's
Tamaya,
say what's this guy's name again?
Banj,
No, not the
Olamide,
band. No, Olamide. I've skipped my mind, but you know, looking
Techno.
at those, yeah, looking at techno and the range of them, they're trying to propel African music to the world, right?
Right.
And I believe what they're trying to do is capture the mind of the international audience. Obviously, what he said is right. You got to promote your local, your local
The
industries,
tradition.
and you know, push out the culture out there so people can actually learn from it as well. Because we have some very nice local attires as well that people love to wear as well.
Right.
They don't even know how to combine it. Like I said, they could wear buba on the jeans and wear trainers on agbada. You know what I mean? But still, we appreciate that people are actually learning about it. So what I think these artists are trying to do is gain the attention first before delving into
To what they're
portraying
going to
African.
offer.
Yeah, because there's some artists from here that still think that Nigeria is the village because they've never been there before. I've got friends in London that they think Lagos is the village because that's what they see on CNN,
Right.
which is wrong.
They say Africa is a country.
Yeah, so I said to them, like, if you come to Lagos, it's pretty much like New York, much like London. You're going to get broke in 1 week because guess what? Everything is expensive.
It is expensive.
And if you find a car here in America, just give it 3 weeks. You find it in Lagos, so it's not a village. That's
Right.
a total misrepresentation of what is going on. So coming back to fashion now, like I said earlier, what I think the artists are trying to do is gain the international attention first. Like for instance, look at Whiskey and Drake. They've had a couple of collaborations. They've been on tours as a special guest or whatever. So I mean, when they look at their counterparts that they're trying to level up with, seeing how they dress, how they capture the minds of the audiences and the crowd, obviously they want to do that too. So they got to go with the flow.
Right.
Then later on, when they become the full mainstream, then they could delve back into African style slowly and introduce
okay.
it back to the people. Obviously they're going to accept it because people kind of like believe Nigeria is like one of the best African countries in terms of entertainment, which is pretty much obvious.
So let me ask you a quick question. But don't you think like they're already there? If they decide to dive back into their local, their traditional style and fashion, don't you think they already have their power right now? So if they decide to go back and promote and encourage, upcoming fashion style, do you think they need more time, stuff like that, to bring it up? I mean, what do you think?
Well,
You
to
guys
answer your question, yeah, I believe that they have artists that are out there already. Like Davido is very popular here in America.
Right.
Whiskey is popular. So I think what they could do is to promote African, culture and dress. I mean, attires and everything. I believe what they need to do is come to the mainstream media and get people to listen to more of the music. So from there, they want to learn about the culture.
Oh,
See how-
that's the key right there.
Yeah,
Learn
because a lot of people
about the
don't,
culture.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about African culture basically, but they just have an idea, a vague idea about it. But I mean, I think Davido is doing very well in the U.S.
Seriously, I want to disagree with you in some areas. Sometimes, as an artist,
Yes.
you understand, there are so many reasons why you are singing to the people. There are different reasons you are singing. Is either you are singing to promote your culture, You are singing to make money.
Right.
You understand? Some people sing, not because they want to make money, but because
Sorry
they
to
want
cut you. Can you give me
to
an
pass a
example?
message.
Can you give me an example of artists that is singing just to promote culture?
To promote culture, I
Tell
would
me.
say somebody like Fela Anikulapo Kuti.
Fela is a legend. He's a classic
How
artist.
does he become a legend? You understand? He started from somewhere.
Right.
By the time you are passing your message, you will become a legend on the field.
You
You understand?
You haven't
We
answered my
said
question.
something. Yeah,
My
that's what
question
I'm.
was.
He started by tackling corrupt practices in Africa.
Our leaders.
That is how people got to know him. His music is about Africa. His music is about the way these people came to Africa and enslaved us. His music is about Africa has a lot of resources. You understand? If we have good leaders, you understand, we'll be able to manage our resources without Western world. Fela Anikulapo Kuti passes a lot of messages. Like, if I want to be precise now, he let us know that Africa is rich. Is rich in culture, is rich in fashion, is rich in human resources, is rich in natural resources.
Right.
You understand? We are so blessed that we have everything in Africa. But unfortunately for Africans, we don't appreciate what we have. So as an artist, there is a passion. There is a reason why you are singing.
Right.
You understand? Some people sing because they want to pass a message. Like I said, somebody like Fela. You understand? There are a series of artists like that. We can talk about Bob Marley. You get what I'm trying to... He's not singing because fine. Anything you do, you want to make money.
Right.
You understand? But their main goal is to pass a message. You understand? And at the end of the day, they were known all over the world. How? They did not wear a particular designer. They did not wear a particular clothes. They did not wear they don't even have that PR then. You understand? The PR met them where they are. You understand? They do not force people to know them. People get to know them by the time they are passing those messages through their music, through their good music. You understand? Because you can't just sing. So you have to sing good music. Even if you are passing a message, it has to be a very good music, reasonable message.
Right.
You understand? A message people can really confirm. Is it true that Africa is so blessed? Because when you tell people out there that, oh, Africa is rich in gold, they want to know, do we actually have gold? And we do. You understand? So, and there are some artists too, they are singing for the youths. They are singing for the trend, for the situation. You understand? They want to take advantage of what is happening at that moment. You understand? To use it to make a lot of money. Okay, if I sing this kind of music, you understand? Some people will be like, oh, we have the youth. You understand? If I can sing this kind of music right now, if I'm able to catch the youths, you understand, I'll make this kind of money. Right. You understand? That is why you see some music. You understand? They will say this music is evergreen. You understand? And some music is just seasonal. Yeah. You understand? That particular time you sing, by the time people listen to it 10 times, 20 times, they get tired, and that's it. And that time, that period, people will be waiting for you to drop another single. But the truth is, if you sing evergreen, people will not wait for you to drop another single. They will still go back to listen to that music. You understand? Okay, like, let's come to the new world. We have Two-Face. All his music, all his singles, you understand? No of his, I'm talking about his recent songs, you understand? None of his recent songs still beats the African Queen.
Right.
You understand?
That is so true.
When they sang the African Queen, you know, it's not about He sings it with passion.
Passion.
He does not even have a fan base then. You understand? There is no technology to even back up that song. But see where the music is now.
That music made him.
You understand? If you check his views, all of his songs on YouTube, African Queen is still #1 with no technology backing. He sang this song. The song is old school, but right now it's like it's still.
trending.
Nobody will listen to that
hitting.
song and will say, "Oh, it's evergreen."
Yes.
You can play it anytime. Your children will still listen. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You understand? If you want to see something like Davido. Davido is the reason why I like him is because he's hardworking. You understand? No doubt about it. He sings very well. You understand? But at the same time, his kind of music is seasonal. I've never seen any of his songs that will be evergreen. That will be like, oh, let's go. That's why he's pushing himself.
I think, yeah.
You don't, when you have a hit and the hit is evergreen, wherever you are, people will come and meet you. They will look for you. It's not until you start selling yourself. Your music will sell you.
Right.
You understand? It's not until you are, how come still the views on African Queen. Okay, if you want to talk about African artists now, before they talk about, fine, people will say, oh, Davido. But do you know that people never forget Bob Marley? People
That's right.
still never forget Fela and Nicola Pokuti. There are so many musicians out there. Do you want to tell me people forget about Michael Jackson? No. No matter how Davido, Whiskey pushed themselves to, you understand? They still remember these people because they sang good music.
Right.
You understand? So that's
So let me object real quick. So, in other words, the fact that something you mentioned earlier about the artist trying to prove a point, and then therefore having proved that point and going back to embrace the up and coming, the traditional fashion style. So based on what you just told me, do you think that these artists, such as Davido and Wizkid and such, they don't already have what it takes to be evergreen? Could that explain why it is that they wear the designers that they do?
No,
is it based on lack of confidence, on lack of that evergreen ability? And if they now decide to embrace the fashion, the tradition, they're not gonna really hit it hard. Do you think that's why it is that they do what they do?
seriously, what I think is they don't actually have confidence in their music. If you have confidence in your music, the way you push for your music, you understand, would not be until people see the way you dress. Like when you wear expensive dressing. No. The number one thing is people don't even look after the way you dress in your music. They want to, no matter how you dress, if you do not sing a good music, you will not have a sold out in your show.
That's true.
You understand what I'm trying to say? They want to meet the international. The standard is there. All we just need is promotions, PR. You understand? And right now, if there were no internet during Fela Nicola Pokuti, if there were no internet during Bob Marley, how come people know them all over the world now?
Yes.
They are still relevant because of their good music. You understand? Okay, fine. You are as Davido, Wizkid, all these bigger young artists nowadays. The recognition. Okay, look at what happened during Wizkid's. There was a single that came out. It featured Drake, And unfortunately, I think Drake disappointed him in
For
the
the
video.
yes.
You get what I'm trying to say? Why? You don't get, it's not until you, do you think it's until you feature somebody like Drake that you sell? No. Is it until you feature an international artist before you sell? That means you want to use that person's platform to even help yourself. You are not so confident of your music. You understand? Fella never featured anybody.
Right.
You understand? Even Two-Face Idibia never featured any international artist in his music. You understand? He did not feature Drake, all these people before people get to know him.
Right.
You understand? I believe it's just a show off, and it's not even working for them. At the end of the day, they see more disappointment. You understand? The only artist that I recommend, that I see, that I know of, maybe because he's a typical African man, is somebody like Akon. You understand? And he said it himself, that even the artists here in the US and all over, apart from Africa, most of them, it's fake life. It's just what they want you to see. Most of them, they do videos, they have these cars on their video. They don't actually own them.
Those cars.
You understand? It is a rental car. After the